Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Master asked devotees, especially Narendra, to rest a while, and he himself lay down on the smaller couch. It was afternoon, after the food. In nature, we see almost all animals, birds, and almost all creatures who move about and graze in the daytime. Early morning they begin their search for the food. Whatever is available, they intake, and finally we see that they are in a different mood in the afternoon. They slowly go to shades and then sit somewhere. Cows and all will start chewing the cud, and birds all rest. And again, when it is evening, just before the sunset, they again go, gather a little, at dusk they return back. This is normal course of all people, even humans. They feel in the afternoon to take a little rest. But that is not the case with these people. It is not driven by the nature. You see, earlier also we saw how at night, after all people go back to their rooms and houses, when nobody is there, all the sadhakas would get up and enter some corner in solitude and call on God. They will sit for meditation, take rest here, there a little, spend the night in the company of God, exclusively calling on God and meditating. And Sri Ramakrishna is aware of it. Most of the time Sri Ramakrishna himself used to wake them and send them at night. Go and sit for meditation. When will you do? Life is going away. You have to achieve what you have to achieve as human in this life. If you sleep like this, when will you achieve? So Sri Ramakrishna is aware that a small nap in the afternoon will compensate 2 to 3 hours of waking at night. Most of these sadhakas, they will take a short nap in the afternoon and keep vigil most of the night, calling on God. Actually, for a sadhaka, even otherwise, 4 hours of sleep is sufficient for the whole day with normal or more working. A human is supposed to and is accustomed to work for about 8 hours a day, and this 8 hours of work doesn't need 8 hours of sleep or 10 or 12 hours of sleep. Brahmanandaji says, if anyone sleeps for more than 4 hours, it is some disease. It is a disease. Some dis-ease is there. So, this is, and these sadhakas utilize that. And in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna addresses Arjuna as Gudakesha. One who has conquered sleep. Gudaka is tamas. And he himself is Rishikesha. One who is the Lord of the senses. Rishika means sense organs. Krishna is the Lord of all sense organs. So here you see the conquest of tamas is most important part of sadhana. Unless we come out of tamas, there is no hope that we will be able to struggle intensely also in our sadhana, spiritual life. We spend time in talking here, there, unwanted things. We have no time for calling on God. Every moment of life is so precious, so important, that a minute wasted may make you not realize God in this life. Because of that shortage of 1 minute of sadhana, you may have to wait for the next birth. Save every moment of your life. Don't wander here, there. Don't stand and gossip. Don't spend your time in unnecessary talks, whatever is avoidable, and spend seriously in sadhana. 3 important things. One is yogic exercises. Any type of exercise that suits body, you should never leave it. Exercises. Old age is going to come, and almost all people who are suffering because of old age is only because of lack of physical exercises. It must be done without leaving a single day. All problem. Most of the old people will ask, why is this happening to me at this age? And when else? Somebody was asking, why am I suffering like this? Old age has come, and why am I suffering? Why? Why should you not suffer? It is bliss of old age. If you have not realized God, you have to enjoy that bliss. See, whole life was given to you to transcend the body. Whole life was given. You did not know the self. Life was given to know, have the self-knowledge, Atma Jnana. And you did not do it. You spent your young days in amusement, and after money you went, and fighting in the houses, and here and there you spent your life in enjoyments and in preserving and using the ego. And now, what else you will get? You should have become free from the body by this time. By the time old age comes, you must have finished much of your sadhana and sat in a great joyful state, free from the body. Body should not have bothered you at all. as if it is somebody's body. Once you get the self-knowledge is associated with I am not body. The Deha Bhava has to go. Even if it is many sadhus I saw, their body is rotting, but they are as if unaware of it. They don't even feel their compassion for their own body as they feel for others' body. That much of independence from bodily existence because of the self-knowledge. I am not body, I am the spirit. So whole life God gives and we waste here, there without attaining anything. And old age comes, we start complaining. Everyone who are all responsible for, supposed to be, or deemed to be cause of their suffering. No. Each one is responsible. What all they have done throughout life and in past lives, everyone has to undergo its result. If you get Atma Jnana, then you will be independent of that body. You know you are not body. Even if body suffers or it dies away or it rots, doesn't have matter. Its purpose is over. It was to give you the Atma Jnana and it is over. If it is not done, then Mahati Vinashti. Great disaster we have to face. So we must be, don't waste a single moment of your life. Utilize every moment of your life and spend it exclusively for your spiritual evolution and service of the people. Wherever you get an opportunity to serve, run and serve. Unasked also doesn't matter. That will give a tremendous impetus for spiritual evolution. So be careful that your body remains in good condition. If you want the old age to be spent with minimum exertion, without any complaints, even if you are not really have got the Atma Jnana, then see that your physical exercises are done every day regularly without missing a single day. A few minutes, half an hour a day will save you. So alpamaspyasya dharmasya trayati mauto bhayat. Like that, it will save you from great fear. So old age will be really joyful if your bodily condition is very good. This is one thing, and dive deep into the scriptural knowledge, Shastra Jnana, especially the Upanishads. Leave all other scriptures, writings, even of the saints and others, come under the Smriti. You directly go to only two things you hold on to. One is Upanishads, other is Sri Ramakrishna, Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, what we are studying now. That is sufficient for realization of God. All others are, you are wasting lot of time. If you dive into the Upanishadic knowledge, they are revelations. These are all other scriptures, what we see. Great saints have written, great prophets have written, but they are all experiences remembered and written. Upanishads and Vedas are revelations. In that state of revelation they have written. We see that who Advaitin? Huh? No. After post Shankara, then he used to be in ecstatic state. Wife used to write. No, 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 no. The light puts off. She will be she becomes old. Huh? Old age. Madhu. Huh? Bhamati Tika is written by? Bhamati Tika is written by? Huh? So, that he used to be in ecstatic state, and in that state of ecstasy, he used to sometimes write on the sand his experiences. As he is coming down from the samadhi sthiti, he used to write on the sand. Wife would note it. Or he will be uttering what he experienced, and wife would be noting it down. What all we have, most of the things, what we have gone is the recordings of his, by his wife in his ecstatic state. So they are the revelations of that time. All others are, after coming down, leisurely remembering that. That's why it's called Smriti, and this is called Shruti. Shruti is what is directly heard and revelations, and Smriti is what is remembered and written down. Vachaspati Mishra. Vachaspati Mishra was the post Shankara, Advaitin. We see wonderful state in which these are the revelations. So when we enter into scriptures, scriptures are most important things because it is where you get the gems of realization. Constant awareness of the ultimate reality will be there in you, and more you dive into these. One is Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. If you, in addition, you want anything, there is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is an equally powerful instrument, weapon from ancient times, from time immemorial. You can have that. And because time is not there, how much will you study, what will you study, and what for? Once you know, now you have to dive, the time is to dive into the sadhana. For diving into sadhana, if you are dipped in scriptures, if you go deep with reflecting on the meaning and all that, small things, a few sentences or a shloka of Bhagavad Gita or a small reading of Sri Ramakrishna. See, how am I analyzing, you see? Like that, you have to go on contemplating on it. Once you hear, Shravana is once, but Manana is 1,000 times. You go on. So it is, then you will see that you are sinking within. You are sinking within. You have to transcend the body. You have to protect the body through yoga exercises and nourishing food. Avoid what is harmful food. Most of the people are people who are fond of sweets. Some small minor poison and oily things. One day or the other it will call you. to senses. So simple, nourishing food, exercise, this will protect the body, but you have to transcend the body also. So for transcending, you will have the scriptural knowledge of clear understanding of Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara. What is an individual soul, what is the nature in which we live, and what is the beyond. So this knowledge generally enough to, just like you are going to a place which is unknown to you, you read a map, you take whatever possible things, whoever has seen that place, you will ask them all details. How is it? How can I go? What will be the problems? And in the same way you will come back. So you utilize that. Here scriptures are hinting at a reality which cannot be perceived. So here we see you transcend, you sink within. You are absorbed in the clarity of the scriptures will make you sink within yourself and transcend your bodily existence. And one is you have to take care of the body, one is to transcend the body, and other is to do some service to the other people who are the manifestation of God whom you are seeking and worshipping. Unless your understanding of God is incomplete, because even if you single person, if you dislike or have a disparity, what makes you split away from a group? What makes you not to be one with all others is ego. Wherever there is ego, he cannot enter the realm of God. Ego is what separates him from God and from people. You see, myself, a small boy asks me to do something, I will obey. You must have extreme humility. I saw one person, elderly person in an ashrama. He is going away to some place, shifting, and one boy was there. That boy, all seniors he bowed down, and that boy also he bowed down. I was surprised. He's a small boy, you are an elderly person, why did you bow down? He is my senior. He has come to the ashrama before he came. It was in Pal. One boy used to be there with the brahmacharis. He was senior. This person was going somewhere and he bowed down because he is senior. So look at the humility, look at the awareness. So not only because of senior, where to carry this ego, where to keep, where to, what for to preserve, which is going to separate you from God and separate from all things, all people. Wherever group has split, wherever there is problems, you will see that some one person will be having that ego, which will be working somewhere, and it will be. So don't have that ego, and to destroy that ego is love of the humanity and all beings. Except one person I will love everyone, no. There is no excuse. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. The Guru asked his disciple to say Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. He says, except my person who is living opposite to me, because he has fight with them. All of Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. The entire universe is Brahman, except that person. No, it will not be accepted. It's a password will not, single point if you live in the password, it will not open for you. So this love of all beings is expansion of understanding of God to the practical level and destruction of one's own ego. To serve is most difficult thing, before, during and after. Repercussions also. For whomever you serve, you get 2 kicks. So be prepared for all that, because you are going to get a reward for all that. What is that reward? Realization. So this is one thing. Service to the humanity, taking care of the body, transcending the body, and then scriptural, diving into scriptures. Then what remains? How do you balance all this? Because they are diverse things. One has to go inside, one says goes outside. How will you balance? Through bhajans, music, art. This plays an important, in all saints' life. You will see every saint has held on to this music and singing, bhajans, singing the names and glories of God. Sri Ramakrishna says 4 things to awaken the divine love. Of that is, first is the singing the names and glories of God. Singing the names of glories of God will balance your all type of sadhanas you are doing nicely. You will find one common platform, common source on which it stands, and awakens the divine love. Most important part is, it has the unique capacity to transport you to a different state instantly. From any state to any state, it can. Just you see, and especially the songs you have heard in the young age, in childhood and all that, if you hear, or in some school days, that will be having so much effect, or during some friendship, intimate friendship. In one of the Western countries, perhaps I don't remember, in UK I might be. So in one woman, she was disgusted with her life. 2 children, husband had left her, gone away. She is working somewhere, and all problems start coming here, from here, every corner, and she has no hopes in life, what to do, how to live, what to go. Finally she decides to commit suicide. That is the only weapon or the escape the man has got, ultimate. I am going to commit suicide. So she doesn't want to leave the children and die, because they will fall in somebody's hands, and like me they will also suffer. Why should they suffer? Let us go together. So mother takes the 2 children, goes to the kitchen, closes all the windows, open the gas. And when the room is filled with gas, she wants to light the gas. In those days also gas was there. The whole room filled. Outside, next hall, one radio will be singing. In that, one song comes, which she is to hear most of the times, and it would take her to a fine state of mind which builds up a beautiful dream of her life. And that song will be coming. As she hears that song, here the gas is filling the room, and as she hears there will be tremendous transformation. She drags the 2 children who are suffocating in that gas and runs away from that kitchen. A song. How from what state, extreme state of mind, where totally disgusted with life, she wants to get rid of her life. And where is the other opposite, to save herself and children? What suddenly hopes, where from that hopes came? A song. So bhajans and songs have tremendous power to transform, transport you to a different dimension and different awareness. So remember these things, what you have to follow, what you have to do. It's an important thing. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.